Is set to be one of the best as a conference champion and 3 top 25 teams clash over the next 3 days. The opening act of this epic features the MAC regular season champion Bowling Green Falcons and the number 15 Kansas Jayhawks of. So Kansas will get the honor of serving. It'll be Nelson starting it off for the Jayhawks, and we are underway. As an early attack is blocked by Kansas, but a nice dig out from Hernandez, but the attack goes over the back line, and Kansas will win the first point of the match. A fast start for that Kansas block, who they really pride themselves in it. Last season, the Kansas block averaged 2.6 per set, which was 26th in the nation, but Nelson with a service error that goes over the end line and is 1-1. So Avery Hobson will step up for Bowling Green. 1-1 in the early going, splitting points as service received by Nelson. Zelenovic will get her first attack, but bumped out. And a missed pass there from Otten as they were looking for Hovey in the middle and just couldn't quite grab her.
You know, you got to watch out for Zelenovic. I mean, most kills on the season on the team of 52. She's really on fire.
Zelenovic from Serbia has certainly been the most prolific attacker for Kansas, and a miscommunication and a service ace for the libero White. So some early question marks for Bowling Green in terms of the communication. White from the line again. Go the outside, and that one's pulled back out. Bowling Green setting up another attack. Another kind of flat set there from Otten. And Hovey was unable to get it over the tape, and Kansas is up 4-1 in the early going. White trying to go on a run from the line, her third straight serve. That one's dug out nicely by Hernandez, pushed over. And that will be a point for Bowling Green as they stop the Kansas run at 3.
Nelson had a good hand on that ball, but it just went the other way.
So Wilford with the kill. And it'll be the libero Hernandez to serve. That one in play. That's an ace for Hernandez off the touch. 4-3 Kansas over Bowling Green right now, but 2 service aces early in this match. Blocked by Bowling Green. A combo block from the Falcons, mainly from Kendall Williams, sends it back. Just over the tape. Kansas scrambling to get it over, and they'll just send it over with a bump. Otten to the outside. Nice pancake dig. No, not quite. They rule it hits the floor, and it'll be Bowling Green point.
Bowling Green has really come back in the last 30 seconds. Seems like
Hernandez
they're on a rally.
Her fourth serve. Set for Zelenovic, who swings and can't quite get it. Bowling Green able to pull it off the floor, and a miscommunication again for the Falcons, as they actually dealt with that quite well, just didn't quite have the communication to get it over. So Logan Bell, the 5'11 freshman from Beech Grove, Indiana, will head to the service line after a series of 4 straight serves from Hernandez. Otten to the outside, Hovey swing, dug out, pancake, and out. Nice block from Kansas to reject Hovey on the outside. Six to 5 in favor of Kansas. Otten sets it up with a bump off the block. Another bump set. Now Otten again. That one just out, and Kansas will win the point on the attack error. Game has really been a series of runs right now for either side. Bell making her third serve. Otten to Hovey, blocked again. Huge block from Selena Liban.
Yeah, that was really, really good by Liban there. She was just right there at the right time.
Hovey has been kept quiet. Minus 500 hitting percent so far. Otten able to touch it and get it over. Another touch back and just out of play. A little too strong on the pushover, and Bowling Green will take the possession of the serve. So Lauren Hovey now back. 2024 MAC Player of the Year. Going to the outside, drops it in. Nice dig by Hovey. A pushover. Kansas couldn't quite get it blocked, and they'll just set it over. Free attack for Bowling Green. To the outside, dug out again. But a miscommunication, and Bowling Green will win the point.
Good effort by Kansas there. You can see there was just a miscommunication in front.
Vatsalavchik is the leading killer for Bowling Green. She has 2 right now, hitting at 400. Good serve from Hovey, splitting. And a touch over, and Hovey went for a dig. She thought that her team touched it. The coach disagreed, but a point for Kansas. Ryan Swanson comes into the game for Grace Nelson for Kansas. And Hovey is getting some treatment on the sideline. A little cut after diving for that last dig. It's been a quick start to the game so far. Kansas, 12 attacks, Bowling Green with 8. But the attack errors have really been the story thus far. 4 for Kansas, 2 for Bowling Green. Bowling Green hitting 0, and Kansas hitting in the negatives.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be an interesting match. Both teams have made lots of effort very quickly. So I'm excited to see what happens.
Selena Liban from the line for Kansas. Liban will have to go for a back row attack. That one's touched over, and unfortunate for Bowling Green. Looked like they may have been on the front foot there, but the Hovey bump went a little bit too firm and over the net, and Swanson was able to touch it back in. So call it a kill for Ryan Swanson. That bump goes over. Swanson outside and out of play. So Bowling Green point. So Vatsalavchik from the line for Bowling Green. Swanson again. Setting up for the middle. Now Kansas going back to Swanson, and that one's going to be bumped way out of play into the stands, and Kansas will win that one. Kansas really playing through Ryan Swanson right now. (11-8) in the early going of this first set, as the sophomore Reese Patak will go from the line here. Attack blocked by Kansas. Otten sets it to the other side. Hovey with a big swing, and unable to control it was Bell. And there's Hovey's first kill. They need to get her going.
Yeah, great effort by Kansas there.
So Isabel Lauby will check into the game for Bowling Green and be the new server. Avery Anders also in for the Falcons. Set up by Klein, and that's a nice swing on the outside. Another kill for Swanson, number 3 for her.
Yeah, great effort by Kansas there. You can see they really were trying, and it finally went their way.
The attack has gone through Swanson for the most part, but now Zelenovic back into the game as Klein will serve. And that was a nice serve. Had some gyro spin on the ball, and it will be a service ace for Kristen Klein. 13-9 as Kansas looks to pull away just a little bit more. Klein, another one. Another service ace. Three service aces in the early going for Kansas now. They account for 3 of the 14 points they've scored. That one's dunked down by Swanson as the setter. And that one is just a touch out, a little too strong in the serve. And so she will stop her service run on her own.
You know, before that, Klein was on fire, 3 service aces.
Swanson again, a swing, and it's in. On the right sideline, Ryan Swanson one more time. She will be taken out of the game, and Grace Nelson will take her place. Ryan Swanson, 5 kills on 7 total attacks. Having some kind of game right now. Big swing on the outside, but handled well by Kansas. Not a great set, and it might be a free ball for Bowling Green. Back row attack, and through the arms of the blocker, Will Frick was the Big 12 Freshman of the Year last season. She had a fantastic year. As Otten will set it, and that one's blocked. That one's touched over now. An attack for Kansas, and it'll just go past the sideline. Point for Bowling Green, so the timeout proves to be effective for the Falcons. But on Reese Patak again. She was the Freshman of the Year in the Big 12 last year. 127 kills, 307 hitting percentage, and 88 blocks. For someone that was not really playing the starter minutes last year, she was incredibly productive. Another block for Kansas, and Bowling Green just couldn't pull it off the floor. And this is what Kansas does really well. They're aggressive at the net. Last year, they were 26th in the country in blocks per set with 2.6. And today, against Bowling Green, they've already got 3 in this set. That one just over the tape from Ryan White. Swing is tipped around. Now trying to dunk it over, but not able to. To the outside one more time. But a point for Bowling Green as the swing from Selena Laban did not clear the tape. Hernandez. That one in just on the back corner. A great attack from Zelenovic. For Selena Laban, and it'll be service for Bowling Green now. Anders will come into the game, and she will be the server. That one bumped over by Hovey. Now the set and the swing. Nice dig from Hovey. Kansas resets their attack. Swanson couldn't quite get it off. And now just a back row bump. We'll set it over. Free ball for Kansas. Swanson sends it down through the floor. Swanson 6 kills on 10 total attacks. She has been prolific today. And a timeout for Bowling Green as they are facing a heavy deficit here in the first set.
Yeah, you can see Kansas is just really, they're spark.
As Kansas will send Molly McCarthy to the line for the serve. Otten outside, couldn't quite throw it down. Swanson, long attack, but a little too much power on it. So Isabel Lauby will come back into the game for Bowling Green and will be the server. 22-15 in favor of Kansas in this first set. That bump went nowhere. No one over to receive, and so an ace for Lauby.
Yeah, that looked like a little bit of a miscommunication for Kansas.
This hasn't really been the cleanest game for either side. A lot of miscommunication, a lot of misplaced balls. There hasn't really been a great flow to the game. Kansas has seemed to have a better flow to it than Bowling Green. Swanson, a swing and a kill. When the ball's up in the air, it's probably going to her. 7 kills.
Yeah, that worked out really well for Swanson.
Kristen Klein will head back to the line. On setting up the swing and off the fingers of the block. A little drop touch to the outside again. Blocked by Zelenovic. And another point for Kansas off the block. As they've tried to get Avery Hobson going on the other side for Bowling Green, she just has had no success getting past the block. Set point now for Kansas. 24-16, Klein from the line. Touch over by Otten. A swing, and it'll go out of play. So a slight mistake there as Helen Wilford was able to swing on the original bump over and cause chaos amongst Kansas. Bowling Green's going to have to go on a heck of a run here to stop the set point. LeBon from the back line couldn't quite get it. Otten outside to Hobson. That one off the block, and now Swanson swing. Couldn't quite get it over cleanly. To the outside, Hovey. Swing, nice dig by Klein. Swanson again. Out of play.
Great effort by Kansas there. It was inches away from being in.
Bowling Green looking like they might start going on a little bit of a run here. Starting to figure it out just a little bit more. Nice set by Klein. Touch over by Swanson. And a fantastic kill for number 8 of the set, and that will win it for Kansas. The attack, nice solo block from Lauren Hovey, and she really needed that. It's about time that they get her going, and that's a big confidence booster for her.
Yep, Bowling Green is right back at it. The energy is high. As you can see right there on the screen, Lauren Hovey was the 2020.
Nice touch over there from Helen Wilford. Just putting it between the two blockers. Unable to deal with it was the Jayhawks. And a point for Bowling Green.
You can see after losing that challenge, Bowling Green is right back at it. 1-1.
So Hobson, the server for Bowling Green. That one's off the antenna. And so it'll be another point for Bowling Green. That'll be chalked up as a likely attack error for Jovana Selenovic. Oh, and that one goes haywire for Klein. And Bowling Green now with 3 straight points. Bowling Green perhaps starting to feel it just a little bit more as Hobson back to the line. Klein with a touch for Zelenovic, who will just push it over. The swing on the outside, nice dig. Zelenovic again, couldn't quite get it through the block. For Zelenovic, one more time, a touch. Touched over and now just shot up by Otten, and a back row attack for Hobson. Back row attack now, and that will go over, and I will catch it on the end line, and it will be a point for Kansas.
Wow, Kansas won that battle there.
So it'll be 3-2 in favor of Bowling
Yes.
Green, and Logan Bell will head to the service line for Kansas. Backline attack from Hobson, not able to get it past. Now Otten for Hovey is, I think she probably played that with the wrong hand. As that set from Otten just a little bit too far. That makes it 3-3. So another serve for Kansas. Otten with a short set, and it will be a point for Bowling Green. I believe that was a net fault on Kansas, and so Bowling Green will grab that point, and Sydney Hernandez will go back to the service line. Outside, big block. A combo from Williams and Hovey to shut down Liban on the left side. Bowling Green starting to play more into the game as that's an attack error from the back line from Nelson, and Bowling Green handed another point.
Yeah, Bowling Green, their energy is really up there. We'll see if they can keep it up.
So a couple more attack errors for Kansas this set. Nice serve there for Hernandez. Liban will just touch it over. There'll be a bump set for Hovey, just too far. Or actually, they rule it a touch on Kansas, and so it'll be Bowling Green point. Off the fingertips of the block, says the official. Now Bowling Green is on a 4-0 run. Off the tape, and a service ace. That ball just had enough momentum to roll over the tape, and that's a 5-0 run for the Falcons.
Yeah, Kansas got to get back in that game. Hopefully they're not two in their heads.
And another service ace. A knuckleball off the wrist of Hernandez dropped into the court. 6-0 run.
Curious to see what Kansas's strategy is here to get back in.
They'll go wide, and shutting down the attack is Reese Patak with a big swing and a hammer down to the floor. But a great service run for Hernandez. 6 straight for Bowling Green before Kansas was able to jump in and cut it off. Liban from the service line. Pretty good cross-court set as Hovey with the touch. And that one's a nice dig. Now a swing, dug out again. Swanson's blocked. One more time for Swanson. Touch to the antenna, Bowling Green point.
Yeah, Bowling Green won that battle there.
Otten setting it up for Hovey, couldn't quite get it through the block. Hobson able to just bump it over. Klein. And a nice touch by Swanson. And that is double-digit kills for Ryan Swanson now, 10 on the afternoon. Her season high was 18 against Penn State. You can see the kill numbers right there. Kansas with 18, Bowling Green with just 9. Otten wide to Hovey, and a solo block for Swanson.
Kansas is slowly making their way back in this game, or this set, as you can see.
It has been a one-woman show for Ryan Swanson so far, and that's a great serve. Touchdown into the face, and unable to keep it up is Bowling Green as it deflected off of Kendall Williams' nose, and Bowling Green couldn't quite dump it over. And now Kansas is on a scoring run of their own. So just cleaning up a wet spot on the floor. And back to it, 9-8 in favor of Bowling Green, but Kansas on a 5-0 run. Otten outside, a swing, and a nice bump. Outside, blocked down. Vatsalashik with the block for the Falcons, and they break the 5-0 scoring run.
You can see that defense there by Bowling Green to secure the point.
Hovey with a service ace. Kansas just let that one go, thinking it was going to go out, but it dropped at the very last second onto the baseline. Bowling Green with 5 service aces. That one's a little too far, and so that'll be a service error for Hovey. It's the first service error.
Brought the fire to this game, this set.
The swing
once again
from Kendall Williams.
You can see the energy is there. They are back in this game.
Kendall Williams picks up her first kill of the afternoon. And so that will send Avery Anders to the line for the Falcons. The directional serve is out of play. And so a service error for Bowling Green. Kristen Klein is back for Kansas. Otten with a touchdown. Clever move from Amanda Otten, the junior setter, to win another point for Bowling Green. So Isabel Lauby now at the service line.
You can see Amanda Otten is from Batavia, Illinois, and she's a junior, 6'3".
Otten again outside. Hobson, nice dig out from the libero, and couldn't quite dig it out. And big surprise, it's Ryan Swanson again for Kansas. That is a dozen kills for Ryan Swanson, the senior from McPherson, Kansas.
She is having a day today. As you can see on the screen, 21 total kills by Kansas and 11 by Bowling Green. Let's see what else Swanson has in store for us today.
The touch, and it will be out of play. So it'll be point Kansas, as Hobson tried to shove it down the sideline and couldn't quite earn herself her first kill. Not through lack of effort. She's had 12 total attacks so far, but 0 kills. But back to the well again, into the block. This is going to be a tough one to keep up, and it will not be kept up, as Kansas will win the point, and that will even up the set at 13 apiece. Zelenovic and Popic both in on that one, as that bump goes haywire, and Otten will just send it over. And a poor set, and they'll call it a hand pass, and so a point for Bowling Green. So Amanda Otten back to the service line. Bowling Green up 1, 14-13. A nice serve, and it'll go out of play. Call it an ace for Amanda Otten. And we will have a brief timeout as we're going to clean up some perspiration on the floor. But right now, Bowling Green has been serving unbelievably well. 6 service aces so far in just what has been a set and a half. Last season, they were top 50 in the country in aces per set. They averaged 1.74 aces in any given set. So this is kind of their bread and butter. And that one's dunked over. Another kill for Helen Wilford. That's number 5. She leads the team in kills as the bump went awry for Kansas. And Bowling Green now up 3. Klein, a short set, but a nice block there by Hobson to send it back. Zelenovic, the swing, and out of play.
That was a close call there. Zelenovic really almost got that in her favor, but Bowling Green got that point.
Zelenovic has been relatively quiet, just 1 kill on 10 total attacks and 2 errors, but Otten will send that one into the net. And so a service error for Bowling Green will turn the service back over to Kansas with Ryan White. Otten back to Hovey. A nice pancake dig by Nelson. Now the swing and the kill. Liban able to send it through the block after what was a fantastic save from Nelson. Kansas looking to go on a run. Hobson will get it back. The swing. A nice dig there. Couldn't quite get it, but a net fault on Kansas as Patak got a little bit too aggressive at the net and ended up touching the tape for a point for Bowling Green.
Now Bowling Green leading 18-15. Kansas is not far behind. They are still in the game, still eager.
Back row attack and a nice block. A combo with Patak and Liban are able to stop the back row attack from Avery Hobson, who just has not gotten anything going today. So serving for Kansas, Logan Bell. 18-16 in favor of the Falcons. Back to Hovey, blocked. Didn't look like they were able to get it past. And now a free ball, but a nice solo block by Patak. And Bowling Green really just couldn't get that one up and over the net. Get back to work on the service line.
Logan Bell, the 5'11 freshman from Beech Grove, Indiana.
Back row attack, solo block. Helen Wilford. She has been electric today for the Falcons. 19-17 in favor of Bowling Green. They look to keep pushing Kansas, and that one goes just a touch over the end line for Hernandez. So a service error immediately turns the service back to Liban and Kansas. Hobson couldn't quite keep that one in, so it's an ace for Liban, and that ties the set at 19 apiece. Liban back to serve one more time. You can see the set trends. Largest lead, 6 for Bowling Green. Vatsilavsik will send it, and a slam by Hovey. What seemed like a broken play for Bowling Green ends up in a point, and it will send Hovey to the service line. Out of rotation, no problem for the Falcons. Set from Klein. Now Hovey with a back row attack and into the net. Missed striking that one. It'll be a point for Kansas, tied at 20 apiece now.
And as I was saying before, Kansas is right back in the game. They are tied. They have made their mark.
Molly McCarthy back to serve for Kansas. Otten. Oh, just a little bit in between everybody on the set. And Kansas will pick up a point. Another one for McCarthy. Short set and a push. Now again, off the net as they just cannot deal with the attack of Matt Ulmer. Also played college volleyball. He played in the Division III Carthage College. He ended up setting records in his life as that attack goes all the way through. And Liban will pick up another kill, 23-20 for Kansas.
Feels like a war zone back here, having to duck from some balls, but you know, we're making the best of it. As you can see the kills, Kansas has 23 on the game, Bowling Green only at 14, so you can tell Bowling Green is significantly slacking with the number of kills compared to Kansas.
And now Kansas is set up for set point. 24-20. 5-0 scoring run for Kansas. Onto the outside, the swing. And now that one will go out of play. But it was off the touch for Bowling Green, so it'll be a point this season. And Zelenovic will bump, Klein will set, and the spike not quite through. Now for Zelenovic again, blocked, but blocked out of play. And it'll be a point for Kansas as they open up the third set with the first point.
You can see Kansas right back where they started. They are leading 1-0.
Otten dunked down for Kansas. A relatively easy block for Papats. That is block number 4 on the day for her. Kansas coming out firing. That one just a touch out of play as the swing from Ava Buttlemeyer goes slightly out of touch. And it'll be a 3-0 start for Kansas. Nelson on a little serving run. Otten to Hovey off the block and off the ad board for a point for Bowling Green. Hovey has started to get back into this one. Up to 5 kills now on 15 attempts. The 4 attack errors have not helped though. So Hernandez at the line now. As that one could not be touched over by Liban. So another point for Bowling Green.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what strategy Bowling Green has going on.
Should be a free ball for Bowling Green. The swing, and it'll be a net touch on Papats. And so it'll be Bowling Green point.
Good effort by the libero of Kansas, though. She really made an effort.
And that serve will go out of play, so that will stop the run for Bowling Green. Both teams opening up the third set with a 3-0 run of their own, but Kansas will get the service back up 4-3. Ryan White will serve, and that one's out of play. Pretty much trading places right now. Tied up at 4-4 as Lauren Hovey will go back to the line. Left-handed serve. Klein for Zelenovic. Now Otten wide to Buttlemeyer, not quite, blocked away. Otten will just smack it over. Short set, and a nice swing from Reese Patek. Kill number 4 for her this afternoon.
Yeah, Reese Patek has had an amazing job. You know, her kills have been so successful today.
4 kills on 10 total attempts for her. And a nice touch over by Otten. Another clever touch from the junior setter. And that will win the point for Bowling Green. It's an underrated part of volleyball, the technical ability of the setter. There are some great setters in this Stacey Clark Classic. And a nice swing from Patak right down the sideline and dropping in for a point. Ryan Swanson is checking back into the game. But Laban will be the one from the service line for Kansas. Directional serve, just couldn't quite fit it in on the sideline. And so another service error for Kansas. Both teams have 5 service errors in this match. Now Isabel Lauby for the Falcons. Very high bump, they'll go to Swanson. On a bit of a weak set. Klein to Patek. And it'll be another kill for Patak. And Kansas will get the serve one more time. Patak up to half a dozen kills now, as Molly McCarthy will serve it away. Outside and out of play off the antenna for Avery Hobson.
I think Kansas was expecting a different play there, but you know what? They're still up by 2. Serve.
Otten feeding Hobson again. That one's over the block. And so Hobson able to earn her first kill of the afternoon. And boy, has she been trying. 16 total attacks, 5 attack errors up to that point until she got the first kill.
As you can see on the screen there, Kansas 29 total kills. Bowling Green still trailing at 18.
A nice swing. Again, it's Ryan Swanson. It's like I don't even have to look up to know who got the kill for Kansas.
Yeah, Ryan Swanson. She has been unbelievable today with her kills. Very, very exciting to watch her.
14 of the 30 Kansas kills have come from Ryan Swanson. Klein to Zelenovic, off the block and out of bounds. Point Kansas, as Zelenovic earns her 3rd kill of the afternoon. She's been relatively quiet. She's definitely a player that you came into this game wanting to watch.
She is not usually quiet. As you can see her stats there, she is from Serbia. She's a freshman.
And then they go over to Chicago, where they will take on a number of opponents, including Indiana, Stephen F. Austin, and Loyola Chicago, the hosts, as it'll be a point for Bowling Green. Net fault on Kansas. So Hobson will go back to serve now for Bowling Green. And that one is just a little bit out. So another service error for Bowling Green, and Kansas will head back to the line. They'll send Grace Nelson. The swing from Boldemeyer is called in. I believe it was a block touch. So Ava Boldemeyer will pick up the kill, her first of the afternoon. So back to serve now, Hernandez. And shut down at the net. A fantastic block there from Bowling Green to shut down the attack of Popich.
I feel like Bowling Green is really they need the momentum, they need the energy to bring it back so they could win this potential set.
Slight miscommunication, but able to keep it up, and Zelenovic will bump it over. Free ball now for Bowling Green. Pretty good ball. And we will call time. So I believe something fell off of somebody. And I believe it looked like some kind of wrist tape may have fallen off a Bowling Green player. And so we will replay the point. So we will try that again. 12-10 in favor of Kansas for the time being. Hernandez serve hits the tape, able to keep it up was Popich. And a little touch over. Hovey on the outside. Just a little bit too firm on the swing as it'll go out of play. And it'll be point Kansas. So at the service line now, Ryan White. Otten a little bit backwards on the set. Swing, and it'll go out of play. Another point for Kansas, up by 4 now.
As we were mentioning before, this win would be very important for Kansas as they have started this season off not how they would have liked to. So that victory would really put a statement there.
Hovey through the floor. Hovey's now up to half a dozen kills on the afternoon. And she will go to the service line as well. Hovey hitting just .056, the senior from Waterloo, Ontario, as that one goes just a bit out of bounds, and Kansas will win the point. Logan Bell back to the service line. This will be tough for Bowling Green. Boldemeyer able to get it past the block. A little touch over. And it'll be a net violation. Point Kansas. Bowling Green really looking to get back into this to extend this match. Down 5 right now. Boldemeyer swing blocked and sent over by Hernandez. Little touch over. Hobson from the back line to Boldemeyer, trying to touch it over, but it's dunked down by Kristen Klein. That's kill number 1. Shortage of heart and soul. That second set was evidence enough of that, as Bell will send it away again. That one's off the fingertips of the block, and Boldemeyer will pick up another kill, as Bowling Green will stop the scoring run at 3-0. And so Olivia Brown will come in, the freshman defensive specialist from Temperance, Michigan. And that one is sent back by Otten. Tried to go on the outside with Laban, but Otten rejected it right at the net.
Bowling Green really trying to make a comeback here. As you can see the stats on the screen of Amanda Otten. She's 6'3". She is a junior from Illinois.
That's a great swing down the sideline by Reese Patak. Call that kill number 8 on the afternoon for her. And Ryan Swanson coming back into the match for Kansas as they will send Selena Laban to the service line. Up by 5, looking to try and put this away as that one just goes a touch over. So a service error for Kansas, and they will hand the serve right back. Isabel Lauby will be the server for the Falcons. Bowling Green, it's got to be all heart from here on out. 0 timeouts left, down 4. Swing from Swanson, nice dig by Lauby. Hovey will dump it over. Klein backwards, decent touch from Patak. Lauby will put it up for Hobson. Now a free ball for Kansas. Swanson, a little touch over, dug by Hovey. Otten just dumps it over as well. Swanson blocked out. Now Bowling Green. Hobson, big dig from Bell. They'll bump it over. Free ball. Otten, short and a great touch.
Great.
Clever, clever, clever.
Great effort there by Kansas. That was very fun to watch. Bowling Green it was in their favor. Kansas still up in the lead of 18-15.
Fantastic point from all sides there as Lauby will serve it over. Patak blocked down by Hobson. Bowling Green not going away quietly. Another block at the net for the Falcons. So Lauby now on a little service run, her 3rd straight serve. That one's touched over. Nice dig by Hovey. Hobson off the block. Go to Swanson, who will put it through the floor. When you need a lifeline, call Ryan Swanson today. 15 kills.
Wow, Ryan Swanson has really proved herself today. 15 kills so far on the day. I'm excited to see what she has in store for the season.
Molly McCarthy's serve goes just too far. And Bowling Green will get the serve right back. So Kendall Williams now the server. Or rather Amanda Otten, sorry. That one's blocked but out of bounds. And Ryan Swanson picks up kill number 16, edging closer to that season high against Penn State of 18. And what's even more remarkable is that the 16 kills have come on a .448 hitting percentage. She has been unbelievable. Otten to Hovey, right into the block, and it'll drop down on the side of Kansas. So point for Bowling Green. So 20-18 now as Bowling Green trying to cling on. A nice serve. Forced a big save from White as that one is out of play. And yet another kill for Ryan Swanson, number 17. She is really taking over right now.
Kansas feeling pretty confident here. You can see Ryan Swanson, 17 kills on 30 total attacks.
Swung down by Helen Wilford, and Kansas couldn't deal with it. Wilford has been great today for Bowling Green. That's kill number 7 for her on 13 total attacks, hitting .417. Hernandez back to serve. Laban couldn't get it through the block. Otten. Boldemeyer, nice dig by Nelson. Otten the touch, the block, couldn't quite get it in. Poppet sent it back, but didn't put colored hardwood. So a point for Bowling Green, and they're now down just 1. They've come storming back. Klein. The dump over, not enough power on it from Laban. And all of a sudden, the set is tied at 21. .3-0 scoring run for Bowling Green. Puts it up for Popputz, who dumps it over. A nice touch to put Kansas back into the lead and give them the serve.
You can see the set trends. There are 5 ties, 0 lead changes, and the largest lead of the game has been Kansas with a 6-0 lead.
White will serve again. Otten, the back row attack. Bowling Green couldn't get it over. A nice block there from Reese Patak. And Kansas just 2 points away from putting this one away.
Kansas has really brought the energy to the game. Let's see if they can just seal the win.
Otten for Hovey, off the block. Klein, back to Laban. That's in play. Can't really go home with any of them, so you might as well use them, I guess. Kansas on a 3-0 scoring run, match point. Otten for Boldemeyer, who will just push it over. White for Wilms, it's blocked. A combo block for Boldemeyer and Williams. Williams has now been involved on 6 of the 8 blocks by Bowling Green. Bowling Green making it a little tense for Kansas putting this away. Still match point. Cross court, Laban touches it over. Otten to Boldemeyer, off the block and in.
Well, if you look at that, this is a nail biter. Kansas was pretty confident. Now they're a little uneasy, but
just 1 point for Bowling Green will send this to a win by 2 situation. Hovey, good serve. Able to touch it up. What a save by Klein. But essentially a free ball. Swing, blocked. Bowling Green trying to keep it up. Hernandez dumps it over, and it'll stay in. Nelson, Klein, Wilms. Dug out. Wilms bent again. Otten for Hovey. Off the block! Bowling Green comes storming back and ties it at 24 apiece. What a swing for Bowling Green.
What a rally we have here.
.3-0 scoring run for Bowling Green as they tie it at 24 apiece. Hovey picking up her 8th kill of the day. Still at the service line. It's in. Service ace. Ryan White thought it was going out, decided to leave it, and it dropped into the back corner. Set point for Bowling Green. The Bowling Green fans who traveled out are on their feet. 4-0 scoring run for Bowling Green. Klein for Wilms down the sideline. Dug out and slapped over. Klein again. Little misstep, but the block unable to touch it back over, and Kansas will take the point and stop the scoring run. 25-25, and almost fittingly, number 25 will serve it for Kansas. Logan Bell back to the service line. Off the tape, taken well. Otten touched it over, but touched back. A net battle won by Amanda Otten. Otten and Patak met at the net, and Otten was able to push it right past her. And it'll be set point for Bowling Green one more time. Olivia Brown will serve for the Falcons. Klein, Liban, not quite in. A point for Bowling Green, and that will be set. But we head back for set 4. Hobson's the first to serve, and a great swing from Zelenovic will get Kansas on the board first, 1-0.
Good start for Kansas there. We'll see they're back. They're back and they're ready.
Ryan White, the first server for Kansas. Otten, good touch, and Hovey sent it into the block, but it goes out of play. So a point for Bowling Green. Kansas's block has been pretty effective today still. 10 blocks in the first 3 sets. That one's off the tape by Hernandez, and Kansas just has to scramble to try and get it. A great swing from the back line by Logan Bell. That was a beautiful spotting of that one. She picks up her first kill of the day. Molly McCarthy now for Kansas. Otten for Hovey, off the block and out of bounds. Hovey with the first 2 kills for Bowling Green today. And she will go back to the service line, now at double-digit kills with 10. The hitting percentage has recovered as well, now hitting .208. That one's off the tape. That one's dunked over by Klein. Kill number 2 for Kristen Klein, the setter, who's up to 33 assists on the day as well. Back and forth affair so far, 3-2 Kansas. Nelson to serve. Otten for Boldemeyer. Swanson dug over, but sent right back by Patak for a kill for Kansas. Reese Patak with 9 kills now on the afternoon. The swing, slightly out of play. Point Kansas on the swing from Williams. Williams once again. Boldemeyer to Hovey. Hovey couldn't get it over the tape. It was a backline attack for her, and she just didn't have the power to get it over. Kansas now on a 4-0 scoring run.
Kansas really trying to get that momentum back that they once had in the last round. They are on a 4-0 scoring run. They're ready to put the game away.
Klein a nice set. Now Otten to Boldemeyer. Dumps it into the middle of the floor. Dunked over. Bowling Green trying to get it over. Otten the swing and a great dig from McCarthy. Still going, Bowling Green. Williams blocked. Otten, another set. Boldemeyer pushes it over. McCarthy able to stop it. Swanson blocked. Another one for Swanson. A great dig again from Hernandez. A nice dump over. Klein now. A dump and a great touch.
Good rally there for Kansas.
Over in the Big 12 Conference. They are the favorite to win it all. Boldemeyer, a nice touch over into the side of the block and down. So a point for Bowling Green to stop the scoring run at 5-0. But Kansas, it's a bit of a strange year. New head coach, obviously, in Matt Ulmer. They lost a lot of great players. They lost 5 all Big 12 first or second team players from last season. That one just a touch out on the attack from Swanson, and Bowling Green will earn another point. But with a new head coach comes almost a reloading of the roster, and they've brought in some very talented recruits and transfers. A couple have followed from Oregon. The swing, nice dig from Hernandez. Hovey couldn't quite keep it in. And so it's another kill for Reese Patak. So Patak will now go to the service line. You see the stats there, 11 kills, 5 blocks on the afternoon for her. Otten short, but Williams pulled down on the swing and pulled it out of bounds. And Kansas will earn another point, 9-4 now.
You see Kansas's strategy here. They're really trying to be efficient with how they want to put the game away.
On to Hobson, a powerful swing. Kansas just couldn't quite deal. Hobson grabbing another kill. That's kill number 3 on the afternoon. It's been a tough go of it for her, but getting a kill under her belt in most notably. Otten to touch to Hovey, just a little bit too far for Hovey to handle. So a point to Kansas, 10-5. Feels more like Kansas is in control in this set. Hobson the swing, couldn't quite handle the dig, was Ryan White as it goes bounding into the stands, and a point for Bowling Green. Amanda Otten now. And that serve is into the tape. So a point for Kansas off the service error. So Logan Bell now serving for Kansas. Kansas 6 service aces, 7 service errors. And we have a stoppage of play. And so we're ready to play volleyball once more. Hovey the swing off the side of the block and down onto the Kansas floor. Bowling Green another point. Lauren Hovey up to 11 kills. Avery Hobson serving again for Bowling Green.
You can see on the screen here, it highlights Lauren Hovey, who has had 11 kills.
Zelenovic will send that one down and knocked over a water bottle on the media desk over here.
We've learned to be careful, watch out.
You always have to be careful when projectiles are flying at you. Hovey into the block, kept up by Otten. Hovey one more time, off the block and down. Call it a dozen kills for Lauren Hovey. 12 kills on 6 errors and 28 total attacks, hitting .214. Hernandez will go to the line for Bowling Green. And off the tape. An aggressive serve from Hernandez doesn't quite pay off. Couldn't get it over the net. Zelenovic will come off in favor of Molly McCarthy, who will now serve for Kansas. (14-8) is the score. Otten short set and a nice block by Patak and Nelson to combo.
Kansas only 9 points away from sealing the win. Bowling Green, you know, I am not going to doubt them. They can come back as they have proved themselves before.
They'll need more swings like that from their kill number 4 on the afternoon for her. Lauren Hovey from the line. And a touch kept up by Hovey. Nice dig. Boldemeyer will dunk it over. Swing and a great attack there from Reese Patak. That's a dozen kills for Reese Patak. The offense has really been going through her in the last set and a half. She is so dangerous on those sidestepping swings as Otten will dump it down. Confusing Kansas there and earning a point for Bowling Green.
It looked like the ball was in no man's land for Kansas there.
Otten has certainly been taking her liberties at being the creative attacker. 5 kills, 26 assists, 7 digs, and just 1 attack error. That one's off the block. Hovey couldn't quite keep it up. And Ryan Swanson once again, kill number 18 for her. And that ties the season high that she had against Penn State. Swanson still hitting .389 in this match. Otten cross court for Hobson. Nice dig from McCarthy. Otten to Hovey. Another nice dig. This time Nelson. Swanson. That one will go out of play off the arms of Hernandez. Ryan Swanson. Just looking at the scoring breakdown for this set for Kansas. They've been unbelievably efficient. 11 kills and just 1 attack error. They have been on Bowling Green. And now they are serving once again. Reese Patak, who's up to a dozen kills on a .381 hitting percentage, is back on the line. Otten wins that net battle. Back row attack for Nelson. Hobson on the line. Dug out by Hernandez. Hovey off the fingertips of the block. And they'll dump it over, just a touch out of bounds. The right idea from Kansas there. The execution just a little too firm. As Kristen Klein picks up the attack error. That's number 1 for her. Lauby will serve for Bowling Green. Swanson will dump it into the middle of the court. No one home for Bowling Green. 20 kills on the afternoon for Ryan Swanson.
Wow, Ryan Swanson is just on fire. This is her season high so far. 20 kills. She has been fantastic, hitting .421 on those 20 kills. That serve from Klein is directly into the net. And so the serve will go back to Bowling Green and will go to the Illinois native and Amanda Otten. You can see Bowling Green has 9 service errors while Kansas has 8. Pretty close in numbers there. And that one will go out of play as well. So trading service errors are Kansas and Bowling Green, and the ball will end up back with the Jayhawks service. Logan Bell will be back to serve. A swing from Hobson, just a little bit out of bounds.
a powerful swing, but couldn't keep it in bounds. And a point for Kansas as they are up by 9 in this fourth set.
Kansas 4 points away from sealing the win. They have wanted it so bad. They were so close in the third set. Let's see if they can just nail it here.
Otten for Hovey, a nice keep up there. And Hobson able to touch it onto the tape. A bit of an awkward point, but she'll take the kill. There's a very strange swing from Hobson, ends up in favor of Bowling Green, and they'll take that point. And so Hobson will go to the service line. Up for Nelson, who will send it to the floor. Grace Nelson with another kill. That's kill number 3 on the afternoon for her. She's been the main digging threat for Kansas. She has 11, along with Ryan White, the libero. Boldemeyer hits it off the block. Now Kansas recollects. Back row attack for Bell. Point for Kansas as Logan Bell comes swinging in from the back row. 2 for 2 today for her. Ryan White serving one more time. Otten for Boldemeyer. Off the block, but it goes out of bounds. And Bowling Green will grab the point. Well, Bowling Green came back once before, but down 9, and Kansas just 2 points away from putting this one away. They're going to need to find another level. Zelenovic with the kill, and Kansas now on match point with 10 points in hand.
Kansas 1 point away.
So Molly McCarthy to serve. Otten for Hovey, blocked and down. Kansas will win it in the only way that they know how, with the block. So they grab the final point, win the final set 25-14. And that will do it in this match.